Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Alright. Today I'm heading out to Rockford. Why am I heading out to Rockford? Because there is a World War II reenactment going on. This goes on every year, and my friend Andrew and I have been going for the last few years. Really, dude? You're gonna cut me off? Really? And you're gonna go 30 miles per hour slower? Seriously? Alright, dude. Alright, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah. Poo head. They just called it an adult a poo head. Take that, adult in life that drives a Lexus, you poo head. Right. Let me begin to explain how this is actually pretty cool.
Hi, can I help you?
Hi, can I get a number 6 with cheese? Coffee, black? Yes, please.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank
you. Awesome. This is like a shot glass. Man, they're getting smaller every day. Alright, so let me really explain why we're going there. One is that we go to this whole forest preserve. At this forest preserve, the troops, the actors, they stay there the whole weekend. And they stay there with nothing but World War II equipment, like the tents they use, shovels, making coffee, all that. All the equipment. You walk around these campsites, you see nothing from this day and age. There's no phones, there's no tablets, there's no laptops, there's nothing. So it's really cool. You get to see how troops lived on a day-to-day basis out when, you know, the infantry, when they're out going and checking out battles and where they stay overnight. You know, they have campfires, they're actually cooking food. It's really unique. And I also like, that'd be so cool to do that someday when I get older, you know, like on my weekend time, go out there and camp with my buddies and pretend like I'm playing World War II. It's like playing guns as a kid, which you always used to do, but this time you actually kind of almost do it for real. Take it to the next level, if you will. So what that does is that sets you in the environment of like it's like time traveling, going back in time. It really is. You're going back to there. This whole area in town is so like it's outdated, but it really makes you feel like you're back in the 1940s, and you're seeing like it's almost like you're invisible. It's so cool. You get to walk up, you get to see how they have their guns laid out, how they're preparing, how they sleep, how they did all this stuff. And then even better is when they have the Axis on one end, and then they have the Allies and the other ones. The Axis is mostly German, Allied mostly US in this scenario for the most part. And they'll have scheduled battles where they'll be in the forest and like the Allies will be set up or the Axis will be set up and one of them will infiltrate or they'll cross paths, and you can see how that all plays out and simulates. And that's so cool because growing up, you know, in school, history was one of my favorite subjects, and science history was wars, because I didn't do so well in school. I didn't pay attention too well, but wars always drew my attention. And it must be a guy thing. But my grandfather served in World War II. He was a medic, and I had a uncle who died in Vietnam. So it's kind of always been relatable in some sense. But also when growing up at that age, I got to see Saving Private Ryan, and I was like, wow, that just blew my mind of how like I felt that. I don't know anything about the war. I have no experience. I'm not here saying I do in any way, but that felt like from what I saw and how it was played out, to me that felt like that's as real as it's going to get for me from seeing it visually. Now when I get to go here, I get to see it all in person, and that is just amazing. I actually, when I see battles, I start picturing in my head like, what would it be like if this was really happening, and I put myself in their shoes. You know, I had the helmet on, the equipment, the gun, I'm sweating, it's hot, and then there's an enemy over there. I'm a kid, I'm young, I'm afraid, I don't know what to do. I have full training for this if you're a newbie, or how long you've been through this. There's actual bullets flying. Your life is literally on the line. That all like just plays out as they're going through it, and I'm just like, just so drawn to it, just watching like, holy cow, this is flipping amazing. So that is so cool. That's one of the reasons why I go. My friend Andrew and I, we've been doing this for a couple years now, and we go every year, and it's worthwhile. The final part, which I hope we get to see, because it's supposed to rain a little bit later today, but if the weather plays its cards right, we'll get to see the final battle, which I also like to call the final countdown. And it's when it's open field, and they have their tanks that they brought. They have tanks set up, but they're functional. They move and they fire blanks, but they have tanks. The infantry hides behind them. It's so cool. They actually you see gunfire going back and forth. I can't wait for that. That is the piece de resistance. That is the best thing to wait for. I am excited. So I'm on my way to Andrew's house right now. We're gonna meet up, and then from there we're gonna go split, and we're gonna go to this event, and I hope you enjoy it.
see the wonders that this evening has done. Nothing was so heavy till they hardly could move. Now the light is feathers and you're riding the groove. You were only hungry for some musical food, yeah. Positively, absolutely in the mood. Sister, what you call about and tell it to you. It goes to show what good feelings can do. And never felt so happy and so healthy and loud. Every chicken is a powerful child. Cinderella's giving me a new attitude. My heart is full of rhythm and in the mood. In the mood, that's it. Cause I got it and I'm in the mood. Your ear will spot it. In the mood. But I got nothing in the other side. In your life, you get the child, you got to learn how. Hep, hep, hep. You're happy like a heifer when you're happy.
Alright, so we're here at the World War II reenactment. This is Andrew.
Hello.
You don't even remember him from such films as
Fist.
that too.
Yeah.
Oh, but wait! Call right now, we'll give you 2 fists of
Why do we come here each year?
So each year out in Rockford, Illinois, they have a World War II reenactment. Just so happens to be the Midwest's biggest reenactment, and it just happens to be 5 minutes from where I live, so it kind of works out nice.
We started doing this a few years ago, and ever since the first year we were hooked, and we come back every time each year. Each time they bring something new and bigger, and they push themselves to do a bigger show. So it's really impressive. So it's not like seeing the same exact thing every single time. You usually get something different.
Yeah, so this year we'll see some pretty big tanks. I think they have a big Russian tank this year. They had some model airplanes. And then the reenactments in the woods. And in the village.
ammo here! Reloading!
And yeah, it's a lot going on. It's a lot to see.
Alright, so let's go check some stuff out and enjoy this footage. That's what happens when you give a horse Red Bull.
It's the final countdown!
Moving up on the Allied infantry. 25mm howitzers. German infantry units now are engaging and coming out using their armored vehicles as shields. we got here in the distance, we see Allied armor moving in to engage the Germans. German infantry now, it seems like it's retreating. They've seen armor coming in to engage them. Lotus. We're all getting into it. In the distance, we see German soldiers starting to put their hands up and surrender. Folks, this looks like the conclusion of an Allied victory. How about a right round of applause for your World War II reenactors?
All right, so that's it. We're done. We went
All
to
right.
the battle. We saw everything.
They fought.
They fought a lot.
The U.S. won.
That's history repeating
That's
itself.
how we roll.
I'm pretty sure.
We're so angry right now for no reason.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Why is everyone gonna fight? Can we all just get along?
It was fake fighting, right?
Oh, that's right. That's true. Still, emotionally, the battle was cool this year. I felt like there's a lot more people.
It was, and
Yeah.
you know, they really kind of drew it out a little longer than they
Yeah,
passed.
that's a good point. It went on a lot longer than the previous years, and then they actually had ropes to keep people off. And man, the crowd, there was a lot of people, which means this is growing this year.
It just so happened it was the 20th year they've done it,
Oh.
so it's kind of a big deal.
At least you know. Pretty
Yeah,
good.
you see.
These are
You know
facts.
things.
I'll put that in the description below. Thanks, Andrew. Glad he's here.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe if you read the flyer, Charlie.
Also, I felt like a lot more people died in the acting. I don't know. There's a lot of more medics got involved.
Yeah, there was quite a lot of death in the war.
Mm.
Yeah.
The Woods battle. That was louder than the previous years too, I think.
Yeah, they had a 30 cal that they brought up and was firing.
Good point. Good point.
And,
I was
kind of right on the firing line.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing this a lot while filming. I was
Yeah.
kind of like this, trying to get above people. The grenades were really cool. Very colorful. I don't think grenades were like that back in the day. Surprise! Grenade! Oh, ooh, oh my arm, it's gone. The major battle was awesome as always.
Yeah, it's always good to go the last day.
Yeah,
You
good
definitely
point.
see all the tanks roll out,
Yeah.
and they're all firing all the ammo they got.
Yeah, good point for sure.
And it was a little longer than they've done before.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that too. They started earlier, it seemed like, and they went on for much longer. You nailed it. There was a lot more fighters this year. I noticed that a little bit too. But yeah, I think the last day they're just like, whatever, we're going home tomorrow. So
Yeah.
let's give it all she's got, Captain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it really is like you go back in time, especially that town. Even the buildings there that are there that exist were around that time when they were built. So the structure of everything, it's like you walk into town in the 1940s. And it's even better with everyone dressed up in the mode, like not even just the soldiers, they're like the females.
The all-American team of cities here above.
Everyone else on the side too. The whole, the clothing and everything, the trends back then. That's really neat to see that live in person. I get a kick out of every year.
You can tell they really go all out too.
Yeah.
So you don't see anybody drinking out of water bottles or soda
No,
cans
no.
or anything. It's
Yeah.
all authentic.
Yeah.
They're drinking out of canteens.
Yeah, good point.
Eating out of the mess kits.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and they're cooking stew on the side, and they're eating pineapples and stuff out of cans, like with the can. It's so cool. Like really, there's not much like that today that you can see that. So thanks for watching. Comment below. There'll be more details in the description below about this event in case you're interested. It was filmed here in Rockford, Illinois, so come check it out. All right, cool. Yeah,
We're out.
All right, see ya. Deuces.
Yeah.
Let's give it all she's got, Captain.
Yeah. Balls in.
Yeah. What? I can't wait to edit this later.
Okay. There were no balls anywhere, okay.
No balls were in, used, or harmed in this video.